Step up right hand. Again. Again. Up. Right roll.
Right hand hook. Again. Hook right hand.
At 49, Floyd Mayweather appears in recent training footage, moving with impressive speed and controlled explosive energy throughout intense gym sessions.
Slide and drop. Punch it, wait till here we go. Drop, drop. Walk it, walk it, walk it. Pitch it. Pitch it. 6, 6. Punch it. Pitch it. Watch it, watch it. I step back like I have my distance. That's why I step. See, I have my distance. Fighters don't know their distance. You gotta know your
Floyd Mayweather trains hard during camp, still looking sharp, fast, precise, and technically refined despite approaching 50 years of age. In the training camp, to boost speed and strengthen legs, Floyd is regularly seen performing intense rope skipping exercises. Johnny Nelson says Floyd is still faster, more powerful, and sharper than Mike, and looks younger while hitting bags inside the ring.
Still got the run craft. It's like me getting in the ring with a 14-year-old kid that doesn't know half as what I know, but he's got the pace, he's got the movement. And even though Floyd's 48, he'll still have more movement and pace than Mike. So then it's going to be, ooh, I want to get him. So to me, it's one of those you want to watch between your eyes. But when I heard, I thought, wow, really? But then you're going up against Floyd Mayweather. This guy was unbeaten as a fighter. He's still physically has ring craft. He still physically can move about the ring and do what he has to do. I think for Mike Tyson, he's going to be very frustrated. He will want to lay a shot on him to get rid of him, but unfortunately, you slow down. Father Time gets the better of us all. And even though I think when it comes to a fan's favourite, I'm quite sure most of the fans would love to see Mike Tyson put Floyd in his place, and that's probably what will be the attraction as well. But you've got to remember, Mike Tyson's 59 years old. You've got to remember, Floyd Mayweather is still hitting the bag in the gym. He's still moving around, even though he's 48 years old. So you've got to...
Tony Jeff makes the point that Floyd is fighting Mike for massive views, believing exhibitions sell big after Mike faced Jake and drew record attention.
Yeah, I'll be able to beat him. I mean, remember when Floyd fought Manny Pacquiao? Like, he waited until Manny got knocked spark out from Marquez, and then he was like, yeah, now's my time to fight him. I just don't believe that Floyd would have fought Mike Tyson if Mike Tyson didn't fight Jake Paul. But Floyd seen that Mike Tyson couldn't hardly walk to the ring. When he got to the ring, he couldn't move around. Jake Paul was running circles around him. And that being said, I'm a huge Mike Tyson fan, like huge. But we see what Floyd's doing here. He's like, yeah, I'm going to get in there with Mike Tyson, who couldn't do anything with Jake Paul. I'm going to get millions of dollars. Well, yeah, I'm up for that. But again, I don't blame Floyd Mayweather for doing this. In boxing, I always say, there's not much money in it for the regular people like me and you if you're a fighter. But for someone like Floyd Mayweather and Mike Tyson, they earned absolutely millions of...
As both fighters are living icons, The only clear objective behind this fight appears to be financial gain rather than legacy.
Mayweather Mike Tyson exhibition, and then it's going to happen April 25th in Congo. That's the plan right now.
In the Congo? Wait, is Don King part of this? It's in the Congo?
Let's bring him back, right?
Hey, let my people go, baby. Let's get it.
These are the only two living icons, boxing icons. Mike Tyson is an icon. All right, Floyd Mayweather, that's debatable, but Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao, that's debate. I mean, by now they're probably icons. Mike Tyson, icon versus icon, in an exhibition effort. You might as well. I want to say this though. If you guys thought Mike Tyson was pulling punches against Jake Paul and that wasn't real, well, he ain't gonna pull no punches against Floyd. Like, that dude has shown that he hated. Remember his fake punch at Floyd?
Legend joining us tonight.
Floyd ain't moving.
Wade Plemons says watching a legend like Floyd compete at this age feels disappointing because it suggests the sole motivation is money.
I always thought that Floyd Mayweather had financial troubles because of the money he owed to the IRS, because of the terrible, terrible business and real estate investments that he's made, and apparently some of these have gone under, and he is owed back rent, or he is owing back rent, and he is delinquent on a lot of payments for a lot of different things right now. These things seem to have added up for Floyd, and now it's pretty apparent that not only is he doing these, bank robbery style exhibitions, but it looks like he absolutely needs to do it, which is very, very sad. Listen, I'm not the biggest fan of Floyd Mayweather as an individual outside of the ring, but I never want to see athletes have their money mismanaged or mismanage their own money so badly that they go broke in retirement, and it looks like that's kind of what's happening. And here's a snippet from Business Insider because it made me want to pay for the entire.
Tony Jeff commented on Floyd Mayweather's motivation, suggesting that Floyd's return to the ring is driven more by ego than competition. Jeff pointed out that the Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul fight has become the most viewed boxing event recently, and Floyd, known for his pride and desire for the spotlight, cannot accept being overshadowed. According to Jeff, this fuels Floyd's determination to reclaim attention and break that viewership record, showing the world that he remains a dominant figure in boxing. He emphasized that Floyd thrives on being the center of attention and setting benchmarks, and missing the limelight even briefly challenges his ego. Jeffer also noted that this desire is not purely about legacy or sporting achievement, but about proving his relevance and unmatched appeal in the boxing world. With this motivation, Floyd's return could be aimed at both spectacle and record-breaking glory.
Me and you if you're a fighter. So we've got to make as much money as we can while we can, and then get out of the sport. But with these two, they're multi-millionaires. And I want to get into the tail of the tape and talk about exactly the records and all of that stuff with it. But first, I just want to say, I believe that these are doing this for different things. Mike Tyson is doing it purely for the money. Purely for the money. Floyd is doing it for the money as well, but also I believe Floyd's doing it for that limelight. You've seen the numbers that Mike Tyson, Jake Paul got, and I think this is the most viewed fight of all time, Mike Tyson, Jake Paul. I might be wrong in saying that, but I'm sure it was. It was hosted on Netflix, and Floyd's been one in the past with his ego that he wants to just, be in that limelight all the time. And when you're not in the limelight all the time, you want to have that limelight. Floyd's got all of the money in the world.
Ariel Helwani recently discussed the potential boxing events, highlighting the uncertainty surrounding some high-profile matchups. He mentioned that while people like Carl Froch viewed certain announcements as endorsements, the reality is more complicated. Ariel emphasized that he is just working and not involved in organizing or financing these fights, stressing that details like dates, venues, and rules are still unclear. He specifically addressed the recent buzz around Mike Tyson, noting that after Tyson's exhibition with Jake Paul, interest in another such event is limited. Ariel suggested that if a matchup had followed Tyson's fight with Roy Jones Jr., it could have been a blockbuster, but the timing after Jake Paul's fight diminishes excitement. He pointed out that Tyson will be close to 60 and Mayweather has been out of the spotlight for a while, making public interest uncertain. Ariel also discussed the strategy behind releasing vague announcements, suggesting it could be a way to gauge public reaction or attract investors. This perspective highlights Ariel Helwani's insight into boxing's promotional and business aspects while reflecting on Tyson Mayweather and public expectations.
People like the likes of Carl Froch viewed that as an endorsement. Like, look, man, I'm just working. It's a big opportunity to be on Netflix. I didn't put the fight together. I'm not paying these guys. So, let's chill out. But all right, I'm not going to poo-poo this. I just don't know what CSI is. And the way it was presented made me think that there was a secondary press release to come that they'll be involved in like some sort of like virtual boxing thing. Like it just didn't seem real. You know why it didn't seem real? I'll tell you why. There's no date attached to it. There's no venue attached to it. Forget rules, exhibition, not exhibition, weight. I mean, here's a guy who fought a heavyweight fighting forget all that. These things can get figured out, the fine details. The fact that it was announced, why announce something with no date or location attached to it? You know, trying to get some investors or something like that.
But maybe also testing the waters. If the response was overwhelmingly positive, maybe you go, okay, we move forward. If the response is muted or negative, maybe you go, okay, we're not going to actually do this. You know, you lob it out there as a way to poll the public, and then make an adjustment.
So you don't think it happens?
I do not think it happens. I just don't think there will be enough interest. I know they have huge name value. There's zero after the last performance by Mike Tyson against Jake Paul. I don't think there's going to be interest in seeing Mike Tyson do that again. I think if this match was made on the heels of Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones Jr., I think this would be blockbuster. I think people would be falling over themselves to consume